So when did you first come down here? When was the first time?
We came down here on our honeymoon.
Wow.
1998.
98.
And see,
Yeah.
like you said, well, this marketing stuff takes a long time.
Yeah, we were becoming more and more aware of issues like peak oil, of issues like global warming, and at the same time we were also, at the beginning we were becoming more and more aware of those issues, and we had this opportunity presented to us, and we decided to take the opportunity on a gut level. On a gut level that this would be something that we might want to do later, like 20 years. Well, for Linda, she was thinking much sooner, and I was thinking more like 20, 25 years.
And when
I
was
just
this?
kind
How
of
long
like changed
ago
my
was this?
career.
It was about 5 years ago, and,
5,
and
okay.
that we became more serious about thinking about Costa Rica as a place where we might want to end up.
Well, we might want to end up, and Costa Rica got very high on the list, largely because we had this connection here with Tom, and we had started to come here, and we really liked it here.
We wanted to be in a developing world. We wanted to be in some place that was relatively stable, not too far from the U.S. You know, we have children and now grandchildren and parents.
Yeah.
You know, that we want to be able to...
They're all back home.
Well, yeah, even his parents are in England, but yeah, everybody else is in the U.S. in various locations.
But why this spot in Costa Rica?
Well,
I mean, why
Tom
not
is
someplace
really,
else?
Tom is what really brought us here, but when we really liked it, and then we really liked the whole idea of what he was doing. Go ahead.
We liked Costa Rica a lot, so in a sense it could have been a lot of different places. We could have just kept looking for like the ideal perfect place, but we felt like really comfortable here. Tom knows a lot of people here, so we sort of felt like, you know, we're all kind of like instantly connected, and that was really important to us. On each of our visits here, we kind of had a question, like a major question in our minds of something that we needed answered as part of that trip. And before the well, 2 trips ago, the question was, if we were to live here, would we really feel accepted in the community? That was the main thing. So we spent 2 weeks here, and we went to a lot of different places. It was actually during the election of Barack Obama. We were here on election night. We met a bunch of expatriates here. We did a bunch of things. We found out that other people here who are not from here are on the school board, or are the treasurer for a council, or are doing other things that are, you know, the kind of things that we thought that we would like to do when we're here. In other words, we felt that people could integrate easily here, and that was important to us because we didn't want to be stuck somewhere away from the life and the local culture. Right. If we felt like we weren't welcome, we didn't want to be here. We wanted to find somewhere where we felt like we could integrate, and we felt that was answered in the positive.
And we didn't want to duplicate the lifestyle we have in the U.S. Okay, we're really sick and tired of consumerism as the main issue.
What's the difference between the life you had there and the one you have here?
We wanted to downsize and just, you know, focus on the things that are really basic and that are really important. And the whole time we've also been thinking about wanting to create a place where we could lure our children. Or if we can't lure them here, you know, on a permanent basis, at least let them see what life is like in a different place, because frankly, neither of us think that the U.S. economy is, you know, going to survive very long in its present form. I mean, if you believe that climate change is really happening, and you believe that peak oil is really happening, then there need to be some alternatives, and this seems like a pretty good place to start.
Yeah. But as somebody has visited Costa Rica a few times, why this particular area? What is it? Is there something about this area, or is it just kind of serendipitous?
We looked at what Tom and Will were doing, and what their their vision of what Pueblo Verde was going to be as a sustainable ecological development, and we felt complete alignment with the value system, basically.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's what we think living should be.
Yeah.
You know, and not what we had been subjected to for all of our years so far.
I've never lived in the country. I'm a complete city person. So this
Really?
is a bit
This is your first-
challenging for me.
I am too. I've never lived in the country, but I've spent a lot of time in
But
the
it's-
countryside.
Yeah.
From a young, you know, from my teenage years. So I have like camping with large groups
Yeah.
of people, and organized camps and things like that. So I definitely have an affinity for the woods, and this is like the woods on steroids, you know.